Imagine that one day, mothers, daughters, sisters, and grandmothers, all women, everywhere, will be cancer-free. But this year, 2007, over 250,000 women will be diagnosed with a gynecologic or breast cancer. 27% of them won't survive.
There's no denying the American Cancer Society statistics, but we're making incredible strides. And we've come a long way.
Dr. Beth Carlin has good reason to be hopeful. As a surgeon, a researcher, and an educator, she's been on the front lines in the battle against cancer her entire career. When Cedars-Sinai Medical Center established the Women's Cancer Research Institute at the Samuel Ocean Comprehensive Cancer Institute, Dr. Carlin became its director. Through comprehensive care, research, education, and advocacy, WCRI is firmly established as a leader in the battle to save the lives of thousands of women.
One of the things that is really unique about the Women's Cancer Research Institute is that we're really based on 4 pillars. First and most important is our commitment to cutting-edge, comprehensive cancer care for all the women that we treat.
I have been very honored to have wonderful, wonderful doctors, and it was through my oncologist with Hodgkin's that gave Dr. Beth Carlin to me, and that was the gift.
I feel blessed and privileged to be given the opportunities I have to be a physician, to care for some of the most inspirational and wonderful people in the world.
She said, we have a road that we have to travel, and it's going to be a tough one. But I knew within my heart that she was going to pave that road with hope and loving, giving expertise. And it's been I'm going into my 6th year, and that has never faltered. She's always been there with that wonderful inspiration. And that's what takes me into every day.
Our goal, number 1, is to cure the patient, obviously. And what we want to do is give these people hope, but real hope. It's not just talk.
When you come here and you are in that kind of an environment, it pulls you up. Even if you are down, it pulls you up.
Innovative research is beginning to unlock the secrets that have eluded scientists for years. The research team at WCRI is in the forefront of developing and translating these new developments into life-saving treatment plans.
One of the unique programs at the WCRI is our Gilda Radner Hereditary Cancer Detection Program. This program focuses on finding cancers early in women who are at the highest risk of breast and ovarian cancer due to their family histories.
My family has a strong history of cancer, specifically ovarian cancer. When we heard about the development of a breast and ovarian cancer gene mutation, the discovery of a gene mutation, I came to the Women's Cancer Research Institute to get tested for this genetic mutation. It's called BRCA1. I learned that I was positive for this genetic mutation.
Using discoveries from the Human Genome Project, the WCRI research team is continually exploring new ways to predict cancer occurrences in women.
Genetic research has made a huge impact in gynecologic malignancy. The women who carry mutations in BRCA1 and BRCA2 that are easily identifiable with genetic testing can undergo preventive procedures.
I found out when I was 28 and have made a lot of decisions in my life because of that diagnosis so I don't get cancer.
We developed an extensive tumor bank of ovarian tumors over the last 15 years. And we've been able to begin molecularly profiling the genes in these tumors so that we can define which tumors have a better chance of responding to current chemotherapies and which ones may not.
While early detection and diagnosis is still the prime directive, new discoveries may lead to cancer prevention.
We're at a very exciting time now when it comes to cervical cancer, and that's because we really have decades of research that have linked the human papillomavirus, which is a sexually transmitted infection, very, very common in young men and women here in the United States, and its role in actually making cervical cancer. We finally understand this relationship and have devised a vaccine which can actually prevent human papillomavirus infection completely. We actually think that with widespread acceptance and implementation of this vaccine, we will be able to prevent 70% of all cervical cancers.
We live in the information age, yet many women still don't have the basic information they need about cancer. Cedars-Sinai Women's Cancer Research Institute at the Samuel Ocean Comprehensive Cancer Institute has made education a key component of their overall strategy.
I do a lot of community outreach and speak to women about the importance of self-breast exam or making sure that they get an annual screening mammogram. I'm also involved with the Hispanic community. The Latino population is the largest minority group here in Los Angeles or nationwide, and there is a great educational deficit within that group.
We need to get the word out to women to see the right doctors, to ask the right questions, and to take time for themselves to have the diagnosis of cancer made as early as possible so that they can be cured.
Awareness and education are essential components of WCRI's community outreach program. They were staunch advocates for the passage of Joanna's Law, landmark legislation that authorized a federal awareness campaign to focus on the symptoms of and treatments for women's cancers.
And the last pillar that we've been so actively involved with is advocacy, is to protect women on national and local and state levels to make sure that they have access to care, can get to see the doctors as quickly as possible, and get as much coverage for their cancer care. Passing Joanna's Law was not done by any one person. It was done with a large grassroots effort, and I had the opportunity as the president of the Society of Gynecologic Oncologists, our national professional society, to use the resources of the society to enlist lobbyists, to go to Congress, and to push forth this piece of legislation.
While treatment is improving every day and research continues to discover new clues, new pieces of the puzzle that will help in the battle, the question remains, will we ever win that battle? Will we ever cure cancer?
If we were having this conversation 20 years from now, I would be hopefully telling you that remember when breast cancer was this terrible disease and how everyone was afraid of it and everyone was bumping into their friends who were affected and seeing TV shows about it and hearing about it every day. And hopefully we'd be saying, can you imagine that no one hears about it at all anymore?
There is hope for tomorrow, there's hope for the future, and I think all of us.
Science takes a team. It takes an army. It takes a lot of money.
And it takes a village of the public, physicians, healthcare providers, all of us as a family to really make a difference and really make a difference in changing the survival outcomes.
Being a patient here at the Research Institute has made all the difference in my life. It's hopefully saved my life.
I couldn't do it without them.
We still have a bit of a ways to go, but it's on the radar screen. And I think we actually hope to get there.